For anyone that saw my video, do we really need another Smash Direct? I talked about how at E3, Nintendo spent their entire event showing us that everyone is here. There's going to be an insane roster. Out of all the Smashers, this is the ultimate smashing Smash, so prepare to get your Smash on. They even showed us a lot of gameplay as well. So I was kind of in the boat of, do we really need more at this point? If you announce more characters, I'm just going to see that as spoilers. So you're really going to have to give me something amazing, some kind of big news, like a story mode, to really sell me on the fact that you needed a whole nother Direct. And I thought at the least, while it will be a Smash-focused Direct, surely they're gonna talk about some things, like Nintendo's online service, or maybe a release date for Yoshi, or just some nice stuff for those that maybe aren't super stoked for Smash. And while watching it live, I sort of had a similar reaction. I saw the really awesome trailers for new characters like Simon Belmont. It's insane, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure Nintendo leaked that themselves. There are so many leaks coming out of Nintendo. Almost everything's getting leaked, and Nintendo is very secretive. When I went to Nintendo headquarters in Seattle, they took us around the entire headquarters, but there was one room that we weren't allowed in, and they said the only man that works in this building that's allowed in there is Reggie, so that when Nintendo people from all over come to the building, that's where they talk about their secrets, which tells me if things are getting leaked, it's from people that have that level of authority, like Reggie level of authority. It would literally be like Reggie jumping on his computer and sharing a leak to 4chan. I honestly am starting to believe that leaks like this getting out just a day before the Smash Direct is almost Nintendo going, hey, well, you know that there's Castlevania music in this one, which sends everyone running wild with theories and speculation of, do we have a Castlevania stage? Is there a new Castlevania character? What's with the Castlevania music? So everyone covers it in their news media outlets and YouTube videos, and now twice as many people are hyped up for the Smash Direct. Suddenly those people like me that were kind of like, I don't need to see any more, are more willing to tune into the event. And tune in I did. I saw the Simon Belmonts, I saw the Richter, I saw all the new characters. Dark Samus, absolutely amazing. And apart from that, while I was watching the Direct, I was kind of like, yeah, this is what I expected. Bunch of stuff that didn't really need to be talked about, didn't really need to go into detail, didn't really need to hear all of this. You could really have just dropped the character trailers on their own on your Nintendo YouTube account, and that would have been perfectly fine. You didn't need to pull everyone's attention to a live Direct just to showcase a couple of new characters. I was gonna make this video a lot earlier. I have to leave today to go to Arizona. I'm expecting Jay to knock on that door any second now, pick me up and drive me 15 hours to Phoenix for Game On Expo. So instead of making that video after the Direct, I fell asleep because I was really tired. And while I was falling asleep, my brain was just thinking about all the Smash stuff I had just seen and the Direct I had just seen. And when I woke up, I kept thinking about it. And as I'm packing my stuff to leave, I'm still thinking about it, and I'm starting to get really hyped because I'm starting to realize this is the ultimate freaking Smash. And I think while watching that Direct, I was maybe looking for something that wasn't there, and that's what was getting me down. I kind of felt like there was things Nintendo needed to talk about, so I wasn't concentrating on what they were actually showing me. And what they were actually showing me is that this is, and I know it's in the title, but it's easy to overlook something when it is right in your face, this really is the ultimate Smash Brothers. There's 103 freaking stages. Every stage we've ever had is in this game, in any Smash Brothers ever, and they've been revamped, remastered, and thrown in. Not to mention you can take off hazards on every stage and then change them to be the Omega form, I think that's what it's called, where it's just a standard platform, so essentially you can have really awesome battles and fights on a neutral stage, but still with those really cool backgrounds. And something I absolutely adore is now there's a mode where the stage will change and morph around you and become another completely different stage. One of my favorite stages in Melee, I think, was the Pokemon stage that constantly changed and you had to keep adapting to the new environment. And as someone who takes pride in mastering his Smash Brothers and knowing every single stage inside and outside, I feel like I would have an edge on something like that, and it would be a lot of fun. Over 900 songs and tracks in the game all up, lineup is absolutely insane. Just for every Zelda stage, there was something like 30 tracks they showed, which while I don't see that as a selling point, it still plays into the fact that this is Ultimate in every single aspect, and that's really what they tried to show us in this Direct. That this is the Ultimate Smash Bros. In every single aspect, even down to the music. It has all the music. The Castlevania stage alone has something like 34 tracks on it. Also, something that's really cool but kind of dorky at the same time is you can plug your headphones into the Switch and listen to all these 900 tracks as if it was like an MP3 player or an iPod or something like that. I don't know who's carrying around a massive Switch to use it as an iPod where you can only listen to Smash Brothers music, but hey, it's actually a pretty cool feature. Very dorky feature, but a cool feature. And then all the different modes. There are so many new modes, as well as modes that you'd expect, like tournament mode. There's 3 vs 3 modes, 5 vs 5 modes. There's a mode where you can select a bunch of different characters, and when one dies, you move on to the next character, kind of like Marvel vs. Capcom in a way. They even highlighted the HP mode, where you start with a certain amount of HP, and when you get knocked down to 0, you just vanish on the screen, feeling kind of like a more traditional fighter. And there's even this practice arena on this grid, where when you hit your enemies and send them flying, it'll show you the arc that you've hit your enemy, and it's things like that, things letting you perfect your skills and fine-tune the way you play, as well as all these different game modes and being able to take every single stage and flip it to be a neutral stage. Everything like that really tells me they're trying to push this one as a more serious fighter to compete with Melee. I think they finally want to knock Melee off its pedestal, and Melee is an amazing game, by the way, but they've put out 2 more Smash games since then, and people still see Melee as the real true Smash fighter, and I totally get it, and I know the reason why everyone thinks that, and that's a video for another time, but it seems like they've really tried fine-tuning, tweaking this game, and bringing it back to that more pinpoint accuracy fighter that you can practice your skills in all these different modes. It really does feel like they're trying to make this the new Ultimate Smash Bros. Fighting game for so many reasons and on so many levels. And from Metroid Prime 3, we have Dark Samus, and this suit looks sexy. It looks so amazing. This was probably my favorite thing from the entire Direct, was this black, sexy Dark Samus suit with the veins coming up on the shoulder pads. Samus is one of my favorite characters. It's probably in my top 5 favorite most played characters. So hearing that there's a Dark Samus, which has a slightly tweaked moveset, maybe a couple of things different about just the way that it performs or the way that it plays, and I'm kind of hoping that I prefer the way it plays, because I am ready to put that into my top 3 most played characters. I would like to know where Waluigi is, but hey, he's an assist trophy. At least we have that. Also, one of my top picks was Shovel Knight. I was really hoping we get Shovel Knight as a playable character, and now he's been disregarded as a Smash trophy. I mean, at least he's in the game. I guess there's something there, and it is awesome seeing him in Smash Brothers in some context. But man, I would have absolutely loved to play as him. And can you imagine later down the road making a DuckTales Echo character for him? I think that'd be a really great idea, Nintendo, you're slipping. So I'm really excited for Simon Belmont. I think one of the coolest things is his axe, which actually does curve like in the games. Of course, his whip has a really long reach. They said he had the longest reach out of any other character as far as their standard moveset, which is really cool. And his stage is awesome. Apart from having all those songs in it, you have all these big bosses from the Castlevania franchise that'll come out and try and mess you up, and you can actually fight them and try and take them down. And there's a slim chance, under some kind of circumstances and situations, that Dracula himself will come out. It's almost like a little mini game in itself in this one stage. Final thing I'll say is we heard nothing of a story mode. However, right at the end they showed us the main menu, and there was something blurred out in green, and that's definitely a logical spot on that layout to be a story mode. And I think with how many people want story mode, to tease something like that, to have something like that blurred out and say we have another secret coming later on and have it not be story mode, is probably just going to upset people more than anything. We didn't really super need this Direct. We could have done without this Direct and been fine, or maybe had a bigger Direct later on down the road. It wasn't super crucial for all our Smash fans to get this Direct. However, what we can do with it is get excited for what is literally an ultimate Smash Brothers game that has everything you could possibly want or imagine. It really seems like they've tried to think of everything and put it in the game.
That's all for today's announcement. The entire development team is putting all of their energy into finishing the game, so please be patient until launch day. Thank you so much for watching.
That's just my takeaway from that Smash Direct and what I love the most and what I'm most excited for. But everyone wants and needs different things. As always, we are different people with different opinions. So what is it that you loved the most about this Direct or hated the most about this Direct? Let me know down below what you were looking for and what you got. And hey, if you liked this video or you learned a little something, make sure to subscribe because we become best friends. Click or tap on this video right here because it was probably better than this one. Let's be honest, this one wasn't all that great. And I'm gonna be editing this video in the car and hopefully not getting car sick. And with that, I'm out.